Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I don't understand this. I gotta be honest. We're gonna talk about Lucasfilm announcing that they're gonna have one brand, Lucasfilm Games. You know, they used to have LucasArts.
Yeah, it's like the same thing, but now it's all new because Disney did it.
Oh my God. So we're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna talk about the rumors that Kevin Feige is supposedly going to be doing some Star Wars, but he's being really coy about it.
Now, didn't Disney turn around and close LucasArts down after they got it?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did, because they didn't want to have to spend the money to make games themselves. So instead, they turned around and licensed it out to other companies. That's why we got the EA debacle with Battlefront 2?
Yeah.
With the microtransactions, which, by the way, there's a rumor they're making another game because some of the actors from that one have been showing up on social media like they're working together on something else. So that's another rumor. But
yeah, so before we...
I think we have that here, don't we?
We do.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a minute. But go ahead.
We'll talk about
before we get into it.
Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're at almost 170,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. It's always appreciated. I don't know what to make of this, because I remember when Disney bought Lucas, one of the first things they did, they burned down the expanded universe.
Yes. Oh, Legends, they call it now.
Legends.
Like the cherry pick from that now, as we've seen.
Right. And then they shut down LucasArts. They also shut down Disney Interactive. And that was the division of Disney that made Infinity. Mm-hmm. So the logic, as I understood it at the time, was Disney would rather outsource their game development to other companies. And
they still are.
That was Bob Iger's thing.
They
right?
still are. So they're outsourcing the game development,
but they're
slapping Lucasfilm's games on it. So like other companies can develop the game, but you still have to brand it Lucasfilm Games.
So as a developer, this would confuse me. I would be like, wait a second, you're basically using our product to promote your own brand, and there's no guarantee that you won't start developing your own games in-house under that brand.
Well, that's true too, but they got rid of LucasArts for that reason, because they didn't want to spend the money, and now they don't have money. But that's not the worst part. That's not the worst part about this article. Here's the worst part about this article. So this comes up, and I'm like, let me go to the original. Where's the original? Here. So I'm like, okay, that's a little redundant, but all right. And it comes down here, and listen to this first paragraph. Lucasfilm's legacy in gaming stretches back decades, and with Lucasfilm and the galaxy far, far away entering a new and unprecedented phase of creativity, so will the world of Lucasfilm Games, developed in collaboration with the finest studios across the industry. Wait, an unprecedented phase of creativity. Unprecedented. That means that it's never happened before. But what about George Lucas creating Star Wars in the first damn place and all that stuff at that point in time? I think that would have been the unprecedented phase of creativity involving Star Wars and Lucasfilm, not what games they're going to do now, because they're trying to push that stupid High Republic thing. Our unprecedented phase of creativity. Well, if you're talking, Favreau and Filoni, okay. But even then, it's not unprecedented. By saying unprecedented, you're implying that it's never been before. It's never happened in Star Wars ever, that we've had this much creativity, except for when it was, created.
LucasArts put out some pretty damn good games. We had Maniac Mansion, we had Sam and Max, Loom. I remember that was the thing. They were very innovative back in the day. PC games.
Well, you could phenomenal. Just end with they were very innovative back in the day and call it,
Yeah, this is just going to be more tie-in shit. Actually, they did very little Star Wars at first, but they did so many really cool games. Very, very cool games. And most of them didn't have anything to do with Star Wars. And then now there's just like a Star Wars.
But that's not even what I'm mad about. They're saying that Lucasfilms now is entering a new and unprecedented phase of creativity, implying that it's never been as creative as it is now.
Yes.
That is a load of shit.
Because current year with the Lucasfilm Story Group is the only thing that matters.
This is the other narrative they keep speaking. And when I did the article on Pirates and Princesses, I called this shit out. I called this shit out big time. Because I'm like, really? Come on. And now, okay, back to what we're talking about. But now they're going to have their own social media channel on Twitter and Facebook. Nothing on TikTok yet. which will deliver breaking news and more directly to fans. And their special sizzle reels celebrating the history of games from Lucasfilm below.
Well, at least they didn't have a Parler account.
Yeah, right. But here's my thing: it's like they're making this unprecedented. This reminds me of like their brain busting. It's Starkiller Base, but it's not a Death Star because it's bigger. It's the High Republic because it's the bestest ever. It's not like, the Old Republic. It's the High Republic because it's better. And high means high. It means better. It's like, this is that same, unprecedented. They've never had this much creativity in Star Wars ever until now, Disney, when they're pushing the High Republic.
Yeah, bullshit. It's all bullshit. I remember LucasArts back in the day. And I'm sorry. I think it's to me, again, as a developer, I would be concerned because I'd be like, this sounds to me like you're trying to get us to low-key promote your own publishing arm. I would be. I'd be like, because eventually they can just take that Lucasfilm Games brand and just start making their own stuff.
Technically, as the way it's been going is they're licensing it out. And we know it was a year ago or so that they had that big thing where they were talking about how they wanted to get more games developed by more companies. So basically, you never owned it anyway. You were licensing it from the beginning, which people are understanding that. It's not like when they used to make their own damn games, which would technically be better. But no. StarWars.com says it's better now, guys. It's unprecedented. Now that we're using everybody else to make our shit, it's unprecedented because we're so much more creative and better now. Now, I'll give you The Mandalorian, and I even said this. I'm going back down the line here. And I brought this up too. And I said, the only thing that's coming out of there that people like is like The Mandalorian and what Favreau and Filoni are doing. That's what people are excited about because they're done with respect, reflection on the original and fans in mind. What we're seeing coming out of the story group and all this other shit, they're talking with the High Republic, how they're changing Star Wars, how they're changing the Force. We keep hearing all the changes they're making or how they're making up new stuff that they're using. They're pulling a couple things out of Legends, which, they pulled a couple things out of there, but they had to make sure that their hero, that whatever that chick's name was, looked like a guy they had to redraw.
Ava, Chris,
whatever.
Yeah.
She's the ultimate hero.
Brie Larson.
That's the ultimate hero. Even Yoda helped her be the hero, because they're setting her up as the High Republic, or Luke Skywalker. She's the new Luke Skywalker for the High Republic. So that's the unprecedented creativity. I still can't. That one just it pisses me off so much. You could have worded that so much better.
Yeah, so basically, it's whatever is current year at Lucasfilm, that's the best Lucasfilm.
It's the bestest ever, guys.
It's the bestest ever.
No one ever made Star Wars as best as them, even though they didn't develop Star Wars or come up with any of it. No one ever. It's been unprecedented how amazing and great and good they are. They're the goodest.
They're the goodest. It's better than being ungood. You don't want to be ungood. God forbid.
They are ungood. That's the point.
So, piratesandprincesses.net, again, for these articles. Now, there's a rumor that the new Star Wars game is being developed with voice actors from Battlefront 2. So, in other Star Wars-related news, Kevin Feige's supposedly doing a movie.
Yeah, it was from a while ago, I thought. That was kind of like a few days ago.
But he had another interview, and he's being coy about it. He's keeping his options open.
Well, his movie's not coming for years. So, I'm sure right now it's not his focus. I mean, he's going to do one, but it's not something that's on the front burner right now.
Yeah, he said, we're thinking that we're not. That is, everything you've heard about that has been leaked. It's not stuff we've officially announced or gotten into. So suffice to say, the focus is all on the number of Marvel things we're working on now.
Right. I mean, that's what they're working about right now. They're worried about right now.
Yeah, so
it's not for a while.
No,
this project.
Everybody's running with this, and I'm kind of like, there's zero news on this. I don't understand.
He farted. Quick, make 5 stories about it
on CBR. Yeah, especially. It's just like,
I'm like, they'll take one interview and then do like 10 stories from it.
But then we've got stories like Rick and Morty producer to write Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie. Do we have it? Is this verified? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Like Lucasfilm news, for the most part, I hear it and I just go numb. Like I really don't care. I do, because it's just a brand. Star Wars is just a brand now. It's just they slap it on spacey Disney shit, and that's all it is. And everybody's hoping that we're going to get more Mandalorian. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we've seen with the High Republic, this is what the future of Star Wars is. Take it or leave it, and I'm choosing to
It depends what team's making it. That's where I'm coming from. It's going to depend on which team the people are on. If they're on Team KK, you can expect more diversity in dinosaurs. If they're on Team Favreau, then you're going to probably, and Filoni, you're probably going to get more like The Mandalorian. I think it depends on which team is in charge.
Yeah, and people are getting excited about Kevin Feige. I'm like, let's remember, guys, Kevin Feige is the one who's ushering in Phase 4.
Right, that's the first thing I think of.
I don't know if I really would be that excited about it, just in general. Like, I'm not excited about anything from Lucasfilm at this point. Even Luke Skywalker coming back in The Mandalorian was like, that's cool. I'm like,
you're gonna F it up.
You're gonna F it up. I know it's gonna get effed up. If you had done this 5 years ago, I would have been completely floored. I mean, I used to dig for spoilers and leaks on these new movies, and I was so excited, and then it was just a colossal letdown. Like, I don't care. I don't care you're making video games. They're probably gonna suck. Mm-hmm. Most of them suck. Battlefront sucked.
But hopefully it does better than the Avengers game did.
Oh my God, yeah. But it's just a brand. It doesn't mean anything anymore. I mean, I remember when it was an event. I mean, Star Wars movies and Star Wars games. Like, I remember when X-Wing first came out, TIE Fighter came out, and then X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. That was a big deal. Like, oh my God, you can actually fly a 16-bit X-Wing in a game. This is amazing. Mm-hmm. And here we are, where it's like there's freaking 19 Star Wars games coming out a week, and most of them aren't that good.
Well, you're a little exaggerating, but yeah.
A little bit. So I think we're going to wrap this one up. But very interesting that they're doing this.
This unprecedented burst of creativity that, oh my God, you've never heard of before in Star Wars. Not even in the expanded universe or Legacy, as we're going to call it, that they keep pulling all their ideas from, or the original Star Wars, like George Lucas, who actually made the stuff. No, it's unprecedented now. Their new Star Wars is the best.
Star Wars is the best.
Most creative, beautiful, perfect, gleaming thing ever.
A well-polished turd.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen them turn pieces of crap into literally shiny, polished objects.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.